Hi guys, welcome to another week of BLOOMBOX co-flower arranging. This week we have a beautiful box of some really unique colours and textures that we have curated and put together for you. So your box has been delivered. We're going to have a look, and I have literally just taken all of these beautiful fresh flowers out of the box. Let's take a closer look. This week's foliage element is the fantastic Magnolia. It has a beautiful velvet to touch side, which is gorgeous chocolate, and you've got a luscious green glossy leaf on the other side. So a really nice duo tone foliage that'll add some really nice contrast. With Easter just around the corner, we have the fantastic Easter daisy in white, which is sensational. We've got the asters, which are gorgeous little individual clustering flowers at the top of each stem. We've got the chrysanthemums in a beautiful rust orangey tone. And we have the celosia, which is a variety we've not used for the last 12 months, I suppose, because it's just come in season. And isn't it just divine? This velour little like brains on top of the stems. So now that we've looked at each of the individual units, let's put this week's design together. We're using our standard 25 centimetre by 15 centimetre glass vase, and we have just got fresh water and the contents of the little flower food that we send you in the box. We're going to start with our foliage base, the fantastic Magnolia. You just need to give the ends quick trim, and then position them just on right angles to each other. If you've got differing heights with your foliage, it adds a really nice point of difference to your arrangement, so that's brilliant. We're next going to work with the Easter daisy. This Easter daisy is really fluffy. You've got some flowers in buds on quite beautiful long stems. A couple of tricks with the Easter daisy is that the flowers tend to cluster to the top of each of the stems. So what you need to do is just do some basic conditioning, pull any of the stems which are going to, or the flowers off that are going to be in the water level, and give the stems a quick trim, and in they go. Feel free to turn your vase a little bit as you're creating and building your arrangement. This will help with nice evenness with the vase. You'll always find that with the Easter daisy, you'll have like pieces like this which have been removed off the stem. So these as well can just be cleaned up by removing those lower sections of the foliage off by just rolling your hands down the stem, just like that, giving the stems a quick trim, and in they go. See it on that side. It's looking great. Nice and full. We are next going to work with these great pink asters. The asters are wonderful. They've got multiple flowers on each of the stems. You can see a great contrast of these two stems that I've got to work with today. Just at opening at different stages to the life of the asters. And in a beautiful daisy-like formation with a yellow centre and clustering petals around the outside. Again, you need to take both of your stems, give them a nice trim, and then just gently pulling down on any of the foliage that's going to hit or be in that water level. Giving it a little twist as you enter it into the vase, and there you have it. Position it where you feel you need to fill a little void. We're We're going to now work with the chrysanthemums, which have a very similar fullness appearance to the asters that we've just positioned in, but these are obviously a contrasting colour, which when you're arranging with multiple flowers, you want to make sure that the colours are coherent with the design and that they all work together to create really nice impact. So we're just going to give the stems a quick trim, remove any of the foliage again that's going to be in that water level, and then insert the stems just amongst the other blooms. Just like that. The final flower that we are going to work with today is the celosia. Now, the celosia has fantastic velvet qualities, and it also is a self-seeding flower. So after it's dried and finished, you can actually take all the little seeds off the stem and scatter them in the garden bed, and they will self-seed. They're really easy to propagate at home in the garden with not much effort. With the celosia, you just need to pull gently down on the stems to remove any of the foliage that you don't want. Sometimes the heads can be quite heavy as well, so you just need to be gentle when you're working with them. If you can remove a little bit of the length off the stem, just so that they're not so top heavy, and when you position them into the arrangement, they're not wanting to sort of bow down. With the celosia, you're just wanting to fill any of those little voids amongst the other flowers, but giving them enough room so that they have some space to, I suppose, to pop and add some really nice texture to everything else that's been positioned in your vase. And there you have it. That's this week's Velvet Meadow. Can't wait to see what you've created. Please don't forget to share, and yeah, we'll see you next week. Thanks, bye.